I made this video for players who are going to enter the CN server, although some tips may be useful for the global server. Try leveling up to unlock all game modes. The advantage of the CN server is that it helps you level up quickly, but it only works up to level 40. These are the 3 bonuses it gives you. 1. You receive 200% more player XP. 2. Receive 200% more XP for your characters. 3. You receive 200% more coins. This bonus expires when you reach level 40. We will do a battle so you can see that the bonus is activated. As you can see, 6 stamina gives me 18 experience instead of the normal 6, and if we add the VS cards, that amount of XP will be greater. As you see, this is my 5th day on the server. When you enter the CN server, the code to redeem will be in the Ads tab. As you can see in the screenshot, just by entering on the first day and redeeming the codes, we get good amounts of rewards. We could even get an SS character with his set of Sephiras. Now I will move on to my main account to explain the character improvement. To level up the character will require XP cards or through battles. My recommendation is that you can use the XP cards but not too many, since they will be required later for the Covenat, which I will explain later. When leveling up, the character increases 5 stats: HP, attack, defense, critical rate, and hit rate. The hit rate is important to not miss hits. Improving crystals is also important to raise stats. Depending on the rank you can improve the crystal reaching. The EX rank can improve everything. Also, to get the materials to improve it, you get it in story mode. Let's move on to the Sephiras. Each character has a set of Sephiras. It is important to get the complete set to activate a special passive and get the full potential of the character. An example will show what Kurumi Raziel's special passive says when she has the full set of Sephiras. When equipped on Kurumi Raziel, when dealing damage to enemies with skills, enemies have a debuff that reduces defense by 100% for 5 seconds. Increases critical rate equal to 50% of total piercing rate, and increases critical damage equal to 50% of total piercing damage. Now we move on to see the stata that we can put on the Sephira. We will take Kurumi as an example looking at her kit. There you have to put a lot of pierce rate, 7 or 8 stats, 1 or 2 critical rate, 2 or 3 hit rate, and 2 or 3 dark damage or DMG versus spirit. We will take the global as an example for the translation of this. Most characters will ask you for stats, pierce rate, critical rate, DMG versus spirits, attack speed, critical damage, hit rate, and as a type of elemental damage, for example, Kurumi is dark damage, or Queen, which is space damage. As you can see, we will look for pierce rate to equip Kurumi. As you can see, we can remove the stat from a Sephira, but in exchange, you will lose 25k coins and the elimination of the Sephira, so be careful. Although there is a material to exchange Sephira stat to do so, it requires the Sephira to be promoted to plus. Now we will see the object to exchange Sephira stats, which is obtained in the PvP store, Kotori training or events. Now we will see an example of how this object is used. As you can see, we can use the object to exchange the stats. Depending on how many stats you are going to change, it will ask for more of that object. Now we will see how to ascend the Sephiras and unlock the 5th stat. I will take Taka as an example to ascend the Sephira. You will require the objects that are used to raise the crystal that we explained previously, 2 Sephiras of the same symbol that we are going to ascend, and a copy of the same Sephira to ascend to 6 star, and some blue cubes called Sephira Essence. To get blue cube mass, or Sephira Essence, you need to sell Sephiras. Depending on the Sephira stars, they can give you more or less Sephira Essence. The materials to level up the Sephira are obtained in story mode, in the Sephira Gacha, or also in the paid store and in the battle pass. They will also require a lot of gold to level up the Sephiras. The materials needed to ascend the Sephiras are also obtained in story mode, but they have a very low drop rate. The other option is through the paid store, or in the battle pass. There are red boxes. My recommendation is that you upgrade your favorite character Sephira to 6 stars, since, as you can see, they require a lot of materials. After completing that objective, you can upgrade any Sephira you want. As you can see, after ascending to 6 stars, we unlock the 5th stat in addition to raising the Sephira stats, such as HP, attack, and defense. Now we will see how to raise the Angels of the Spirits from stars and be able to equip passives. For that, you will need to obtain essences by making the corridor and entering your store, and some boxes of essences that you get in the corridor. Each character requires a unique essence. For example, Kurumi uses these essences Bina. Here we have the essence box. It has all the essences. Since I have uploaded the angel stars to the maximum, I can't upload anymore. Now we will see the skill tree. To level up the skills will require skill points that are obtained by leveling up, the character ranking up, and the angel break. To unlock the angel break requires 2 conditions. 1, that the character is level 602. That the character is EX rank. Once the angel break is unlocked, to level it up, I requires 25 character fragments, or 500 white fragments. Prioritize upgrading angel break to DPS characters to achieve the character's full potential. To get white crystals, you get them by farming in story mode, SS character rank up rewards, selling other characters' fragments, and in the Demon King Trial store. I will show you the places I mentioned before to get the white crystals to level up Angel Break. Depending on the rarity of the character, they may give more white fragments. The ideal would be to sell fragments of AA characters and lower. Now the keepsake. Some keepsake are obtained through appointments and events, and a few through the club store and completing the Mayuri Theater. I recommend that you try to get several keepsakes to equip most of your characters, and especially if you try to complete endgames like PvP or Kotori training that require 3 DPS characters. As you can see in the quotes, there are keepsakes, but most of them are 2 or 3 stars, and without any special passive. Some keepsakes have special effects for both characters and global use. For example, this keepsake is exclusive to Toka Inverse, although you can use it just for the stats it gives. On the CN server, you can get the keepsakes of the SS characters in a free-to-play way. With these tickets, you can buy keepsakes, and to get those tickets, they are given in the rewards of the character roles. By making 300 rolls, you get 25 tickets in total. And each time, the banners rotate, the rewards are reset to get more tickets. Also, the keepsakes of the limited characters are obtained with tokens through the store. My recommendation is to buy the On. That costs 19.8 tokens. And resources to level up the keepsake can be farming in the theater, in the Demon King Trial store, and the Kerubial Challenge. Also, in the paid store, there are some boxes where you can select the materials to level up the keepsakes, and there are also the materials to ascend the keepsakes that I will show you later. When we level up to ascend to the next star, it will require other materials that can be obtained in the Kerubial Challenge and the Tokens Payment Store. The rewards in the Kerubial Challenge section below are unlocked with the participation of all players in the game. As you can see, we also have to get a high score in the Kerubial Challenge to receive all the rewards shown in the table. When you ascend the keepsake, it will ask you for another tip of material. But since this keepsake is 2 stars, it cannot be upgraded further. As you can see in this example, these are the materials that will be used to level up the keepsakes and ascend the keepsakes. The materials that are a little difficult to obtain to level up the keepsakes are the yellow and red ones. Also, the ascension materials for keepsakes, such as the purple and yellow ones, are a bit difficult to obtain. I recommend leveling up keepsakes that give you high attack stats, or if they have special bond passives. Now we move on to the gems. Gems are important to increase the damage of the characters. To obtain gems, we will need to unlock the Sharam Gate dot in the runes. It is divided from Class D to SSS. The higher the rank of the rune, the better rewards it will give. As you can see, the triple S runes offer the room leader from a triple S gem to an A gem, and the members receive from a double S gem to an A gem. There are also triple S scrolls to make said gems that can be awarded to any player. The rewards are random, in addition to obtaining the blue stones of Sharam that are used to make gems. Let's go to a battle so they can see that the rewards are random. As you can see, the triple S rune bosses don't last long in battle with the characters at full strength. As you can see, I got the worst reward of a triple S rune, which was a Class A gem, but also as you can see, if you get MVP, you will receive an extra blue Sharam stones, so try to get MVP to get that extra blue Sharam stones. Another way to get gems is at the Sharam Gate, and the rewards are also random. And to enter the Sharam Gate, you will need the tickets I'm pointing out. Those tickets are obtained alone at the server restart of the day. Also, the first time obtaining rewards are reset. Where I am pointing tells you the days left to reset the rewards. Here you can also get gems, scrolls, and runes. The keys are obtained in the Sharam missions. That some missions are daily and others weekly. As you can see, the rewards here are also random. We make another attempt, but I didn't get the symbol I needed to claim the middle box. And as you can see again, the rewards are random. This is the drop rate. If you use the keys or claim the middle box, the rewards are runes, scrolls, gems, and Sharam blue stones. In this section, you do the daily or weekly missions to obtain the keys. There is also a weekly mission that gives you a double S gem. The mission is to make 7 runes, whether double S or triple S. The penultimate section is the territory battle, but the event is closed. Now we will see the gems, which are also divided into ranges from Class D to Class Triple S. Try to get gems from Class D to Class A to be able to make Class S gems faster. As you can see, this set, Double S and Triple S class gems have special passives that will increase the character's damage even more. There are some passives that may be useful for some characters, but not for others. Obtaining passives is random. To make gems, there are several options. In this section, to make gems, we need to dismantle the gems that we do not need, as you will see in this example. Once the gem is dismantled, we can make random gems. Be careful if you select a specific character and skill, it will ask you for more dismantled gems. The same thing happens with scrolls, but it's worth using 2 scrolls for specific characters, or 3 if you don't want to risk random skills. To make S gems and higher, you will need the scrolls and 5 gems of a lower rank, but they have to be from the same character, as you will see in this example. As you can see, we cannot select gems from different types of characters, but they have to be from the same character. The same is true for double S and triple S gems, which require gems from the same character. So don't rush into getting gems, as gem creation will take a long time. And if you want to advance faster in the gems, in the paid store you can sell runes from Class S, double S, and triple S, in addition to getting more blue Sharam stones and obtaining green runes that can be given to you from a random class. I will show you the payment store later, so you can see where they sell the runes I mentioned before. Now let's talk about the passives of the gems. The set gems only have 1 passive, and they will get 1 of the 6 that there are. And you can't select the passives, everything will be random. Gems SS have 2 passives. The first is the same as above and the second changes. You will only get 1 of the 3 available, and the passive you get will also be random. The second passive of the double S gems is 1. Ignore 25% defense 2. Reduce the cooldown of set ability 3. 3% of the total damage you deal will be converted into health healing. In short, self-healing. Gems SS have 3 passives. The first passive is the same as the previous ones. The one that changes is the second and third passive. That can touch you 1 of the 5 that there are. They will also be random what you get. The other two passives unlocked with triple S gems are 1. Enemy anti-crit reduced by 15% for this skill. In other words, the critical chance of the equipped skill increases by 15%. 2. Increases the skill's attack by 20%. This passive is a strong one. To change the passives of the gems, you have to have Reforgers obtained in the normal or paid store. Passive 1 will require 1 Reforger and passives 2 and 3 will require 3. The passives you get when reforging will also be random. If you ask how much battle power the gems increase, just check the damage it increases and add a 0. For example, SS gems increase damage by 30%, but they only add 0, and the result increases battle power by 300. As you can see in this other example, the double S gems increase battle power by 200 with the calculation I mentioned before. Now we move on to the Covenat. The Covenat is unlocked upon reaching level 60 and will require Covenat spirit material, which can be obtained from the shop or from Kotori training, which opens periodically. Also, to level up the Covenat, it will ask you for experience cards, so it is better to save them than spend them on leveling characters. I cannot show you how to level up the Covenat, mine in quotes, to the maximum. My recommendation of what you should level up first is the DPS, attack, critical rate and pierce, and critical damage and pierce. One more detail, the Covenant's capacity has a limit. To increase it, you need to collect characters from the Data Live franchise. Collab characters are excluded. A Class B character gains 20 capacity levels, and each time they rank up, they gain 2 additional levels, up to a maximum of 34, which is the FX rank. Higher ranking characters, such as SS characters, gain 28 additional levels, up to a maximum of 34, which is the FX rank. Now we move on to the ship section. To advance, you must defeat enemy ships. To do this, you must upgrade your ship. There are missions to collect resources to upgrade your ship or obtain blue, purple, and yellow treasures. You can only obtain 30 of the yellow ones. I'll explain the rest later. In this world, you can get the yellow treasure from the key. In this section, you automatically farm resources to upgrade your ship, and you also get a free reward that resets daily. As you can see, the second world is the same as the first. The only thing that changes is the drop rate, which is higher. The materials are of greater rarity, the missions, and the object that occupies the ship upgrade tree. In this second world, you get the yellow treasure of the donut that is very useful in PvP battles. As you can see, the third world is the same as the first and second. The only thing that changes is the drop rate, which is much higher, the missions, and the object that occupies the ship upgrade tree. In World 3, you can get the yellow treasure from the conch. This is the ship upgrade section. This is the main cabin. You will have to upgrade it first in order to upgrade the other 4 cabins. The main cabin only increases the HP of the ship. You can also put your characters to increase the HP of the ship, but everything will depend on the battle power they have. You can also farming treasures and a crystal type upgrade, like the characters. My recommendation is to upgrade the 3rd branch. Depending on the level of the main cabin, the level limit of the other 4 cabins may increase. Here I recommend improving the 3rd tree. In this second cabin, you can increase the ship attack in addition to possessing 3 weapons that will be unlocked as you level up the second cabin. The weapons also have to be leveled up. I recommend upgrading the first weapon, then the second weapon, and finally the third weapon. This is the third cabin that increases the ship defense. Like the previous cabin, it has 3 defensive weapons that will also be unlocked as they level up, and these defensive weapons also need to be leveled up. Just like the previous cabin, I recommend the same improvements. This is the fourth cabin that improves the battle efficiency of the ship in addition to putting passive types that are obtained by defeating enemy ships. Depending on the level of the fourth cabin, you can add more passives. This is the fifth cabin, which increases the storage capacity of automatic farming, and as you level up the cabin, you can increase the speed of farming and thus increase the obtaining of resources to improve the ship. This is the treasure cabin, where you can unlock and upgrade the stars of said treasures. To upgrade the stars of the treasures, you will have to use other treasures, as well as copies of the same treasure, whether they are blue, purple, or yellow. In addition to increasing the number of stars in the treasures, the star counter also increases, which increases the stats of all the characters we have in the account, as well as the ship itself. So it is important to increase the number of stars in the treasures. Here you can equip treasures. There are a variety of treasure combinations. You can also farm the yellow treasures, but they will ask you for characters like Origami, Inverse, Toka Inverse, Mayuri, and Crimson Kurumi. All of them have to be triple S rank and have a battle power of 6,000 to 7,000 to start farming said treasures. The yellow treasures you get will be random. I was lucky to get the piece of the treasure I'm uploading. Also, in the paid store, from time to time you can buy these yellow boxes that come with yellow treasures that you can select, like in this example where the yellow treasure box appears. Now we'll talk about ranking up, and for that, we'll move on to my secondary account. It's important to rank up because it increases your character's stats like attack, HP, and defense. You'll also be close to reaching the EX rank to unlock Angel Break, which we discussed earlier. To rank up a double S character to triple S, you'll need 120 character fragments. To rank up the character from triple S to EX, it will ask you for 240 fragments. And just like the previous rank increase, it will increase your stats and skills points. To rank up the character from EX to FX, it will ask you for 360 fragments. Just like the previous rank up, it will raise your stats, but here it changes. Instead of giving skill points, it raises the hit rate. Obtaining fragments for double S characters is through gacha, while obtaining fragments for S characters and below is obtained through constant farming in story mode. Let's talk about the payment store. If you are thinking of buying, I recommend these offers of tokens with diamonds. They are very good. In this other section, you can buy custom and astral dresses for the characters that are on the banner, and below the offers for yellow or pink hearts with diamonds are not recommended. It is cheaper to buy diamonds and exchange them for said material. Note that the reward for the first purchase of diamonds is double, then it will be 50%, and to unlock the purchase of 500k diamonds, it is necessary to first purchase the one with 50k diamonds. This is the top-up section that will give you your reward depending on how much money you have invested in the game. This is the section to purchase tokens and redeem them for the store section that we will see later. In this store, we can exchange the purchased tokens for runes, experience cards, stamina, gem forgers, keepsakes, etc. In this store, you can buy items with diamonds, and it resets daily, or you can reset it, where I'm pointing with the chips they give you in the daily missions. Also, in this store, you can buy these boxes that have material to level up the keepsakes, and also to upgrade the keepsakes to stars. Here, you can buy monthly diamond cards. Here is the Covenat summons that when you buy it gives you diamonds, and that opens a special banner for 1 hour where you can get any of those 3 characters that appear with a pity of 100. If you want to know more information about what the banner is like, I already have a video on the channel that I will leave in the description. This is a special banner that you can purchase only once, and where you can select the character to open their banner for 24 hours. Please note that to purchase this banner, you must first make a purchase of 50 yuan. These are the boxes I mentioned before to obtain materials to upload the keepsakes. As you can see, the box contains all the materials to make the keepsakes. You can also buy the battle pass and get excellent rewards such as runes, experience cards, yellow treasures, etc. To level up the battle pass, you do it with the daily missions and the weekly missions that come with the battle pass. This is the prayer section, where you can obtain 3, 4, and 5 stars Sephiras. You can also see the rate at which these Sephiras are obtained. In order to pray, you will need books that are obtained in some instances that open from time to time. PvP battles open from time to time, and the rewards are diamonds, gold, and special tokens that can be used in the PvP shop. PvP battles are also divided into 7 leagues. To advance to the next league, you need to be between 1st and 20th place. From 21st to 50th place, you stay in the same league, and from 51st to 100th place, you will be relegated. In the store with PvP tokens, you can buy gem reforgers, S-rank gem boxes, experience cards, customs, astral dresses, etc. Tips: if you want to progress faster in gem creation, you can buy runes in the store like I do. The runes you get will be random. You can also buy the scrolls for the S-class gems, double S and triple S that you need. The scrolls you get will be random. Here you can use the tokens you get from the monthly diamond pass. As you can see in this section here, there are customs, white fragments, gem reforgers, SS scroll boxes that you can select the character's scroll, etc. In this section of the store, you can buy items to raise the stats of the Sephiras. The items that are used to buy in the store are obtained in normal online battles. This section resets daily, or you can spend diamonds to reset it if you are missing materials or Sephiras. This is the fragment shop, but I don't recommend buying fragments, since we will need the items for the angel break that we talked about earlier. Now we'll talk about Kotori training. This event opens periodically, and you'll need very strong characters to advance through the floors and to obtain special tokens that are useful in the event shop I'm showing. This is the Kotori Training Event Store, where you can buy Covenat Spirit, Gem Reforgers, random purple or yellow treasures, customs, astral dresses, S-class gem boxes that you can also select the character, etc. Now we move on to the club. To join a club, you will need to reach level 30. And as you can see in this example, to unlock locked sections such as the special training matrix, the club must be level 3. To unlock the hunter's plan, the club must reach level 4. To unlock dimensional invasion, the player must be level 60. Now we move on to the Hunter Plan section. The Hunter Plan has 2 phases. Phase 1, the Pre-Hunter, is used to lower bosses' HP, defense, and attack by 4% to 20%. The Pre-Hunter opens Monday, 6 a.m., until Friday, 8 p.m., Chinese time. You can convert it to your local time zone. And Phase 2, as we're seeing, is the boss battles. At the beginning, you're given 99 attempts, and all the club members have to reduce the boss's health to advance to the next boss. The maximum boss level is 44. The Hunter opens on Saturday at 12 p.m. and ends on Sunday at 10 p.m. China time. When the Hunter finishes, he will have to wait 30 minutes for the rewards to be given to him, and he will go down 5 boss levels, for example. In my club, we reach boss 44, and we would go down 5 levels. Next week, my club would start at boss 39. If your club finishes in the top 30, you will receive a profile frame depending on your club's position. These rewards are given if the club has reached that boss for the first time. Note: if the player has already received these rewards, they will not receive them a second time. If the club has already reached that boss and you enter that boss for the first time and advance to the next level and are not given the reward, it means the club has already reached that boss and therefore is not given the first time reward. Depending on the percentage of damage they did in the ranking, they will be given the corresponding reward. We move on to the Dimensional Invasion. The Dimensional Invasion is divided into 2 phases. The first phase consists of defeating the boss and receiving a reward. This phase is open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday China time. And the second phase, which opens on Saturday at 9 p.m. and ends on Sunday at 11 p.m. China time, consists of dealing 20 million damage to the boss. And that damage counts toward a ranking where all club members participate. Depending on the position of the club in the ranking, all members of the club will receive this reward. This reward is from Phase 2 of the Dimensional Invasion. To receive everything, you just need to do 8 million damage. These are weekly challenges that consist of battles to get points and open the boxes below. That score will be taken into account for this table where the entire club participates to receive said rewards from the table. This section is to open supply boxes. The first 2 boxes are free, and the rest will cost diamonds, as you will see in this example. This section is to view club members and club information. In this section, you can do daily missions to receive rewards and points that will be used to receive the boxes above. All club members participate to receive said boxes. In the club store, you can buy various things such as Sephiras, Keepsakes, gem reforgers, essences, boxes of enhancement materials for the character's crystal, astral dresses, experience cards, etc. The command to unlock it requires going up to level 40. To summarize, it is the automatic mode to do dates, daily instance, normal online battles, spirit trial, and the Carubial challenge. Also, the characters have special effects if you put them in specific instances. To summarize, just copy how I have distributed the characters in the instances. Don't forget to do your daily missions and check in daily so you don't miss out on rewards, and keep an eye on server announcements to find out what banners will be coming out next. Don't forget to do the spirit trial to avoid losing diamonds. You can also buy stamina with diamonds to advance in story mode to get the rewards. Try to pass the entire story mode. On the screen, I will leave a calculation of how many diamonds you can get by completing the entire story mode in the theater. That's all I can say. I hope I've helped with your questions, and we'll see you soon.